Hi, everybody. I had a phone call this morning with a recording studio in Boston. They're called Plaid Dog Recording. They put an internet ad up that says, "Come to our studio for free, record your music, and we'll do it for free." Basically, so I filled out their application, and in the application they asked, "What would you like to do? One song, uh, 4 to 7 songs, or an album?" And I'm like, "Well, I'd like an album, please, because all of these albums over here, these binders are all just. I have 150 songs. It'd be wise for me to make an album." Well, somewhere in the conversation, it came up that it wouldn't be feasible to do a whole album, considering what I would need to make that happen is to provide 30 to 50 contacts who would be willing to contribute money to send me there. So it's not really free, is it? No. And I really wanted to hate them for this, but I couldn't. I went online and found the reviews, and I looked hard. I'm really good at researching stuff. I could not find reviews less than 4.5 stars for this studio. They're professionals. Of course, they got to get paid. But for them to say, "We'll do this thing for free," it's kind of unfair because you get people like me coming in. All right, fine. Send me for free. Then you find out it really isn't. Because the first place they ask you to look is your family. Well, let's see. Mom died. That was the glue that held everybody together, so that's shattered. Dad's an asshole. He voted for Trump and is still rooting for that asshole. So that's off the table. He's also a retired Navy and a Republican. He wouldn't throw money at a liberal arts person. Not at all. I think he's ashamed that he had me. Which is funny because they had my brother, perfect health, different blood type, wouldn't give me a kidney. Whatever. My sister, a year later, looked like Natalie Wood, so they named her Natalie. Then they had a stillbirth and a miscarriage. Then they scraped the womb, my mom's womb, and then they had me. It's like, how does that make me feel? Am I even supposed to be here? I have self-worth issues just because of that. And it's coming more and more true because I've been to the hospital more times than your average anybody. Kidney transplant recipient, bacterial infection, quadruple bypass, type 2 diabetes, blood clots, blood thinners, trigger finger here, it's been fixed, and now trigger finger in this one. Oh, and my knee's fucked up. I'm falling apart. This frame that I'm in, I'm trapped in, this soul is riding around in this sack of sinew, bones, and muscle, is desperate to get into, I don't know, a cyborg body. At least that way I could play guitar better. I don't know. So I'm in a weird place. I've got a zillion things that I've tried that all have failed. And I have no one to blame but me, it feels like. Because I'm picking the wrong people to help me out with these things. I don't have all the knowledge I need to make half the shit happen. I know I'm good at working with my hands. I like costuming. Mind you, the last costume that we did was Ghostbusters, and most of that is purchased stuff. I've not made anything for that costume. I just bought stuff, and I've opted to wear it. It's not cheap. And I have no business spending that amount of money on that stuff, but there you go. I did make one kid with cancer smile with my Star-Lord cosplay. In fact, I think it's the only reason I made that costume. I made one kid smile. I made his parents both smile. And for all of that, while I did make him smile, this is a kid that doesn't smile. He's very, very stoic. He lost his fight with cancer. I feel odd wearing Star-Lord anymore. Because, No, because the character Star-Lord became an asshole. Yeah, that's why. And it's an impressive bit of costume. I wish I had a mannequin to set it up in here, but there's no room. The one thing I do have room for is my proton pack. That's about it. Everything else is just like papers and boxes and shit laying around. But getting back to Plaid Dog Recording, I really, really wish I could go into a studio and do the recording. And it came down to like $1,400 for one song. And I get it. They're professionals. You know, they have everything they need in the studio to make these songs happen. And the whole marketing part of it, they have that nailed up too. I've done this conversation about, I feel like it's 12 times now because the cat meows behind the door, or I'll lose my train of thought and have to start over. So I don't know, I don't remember what I said and when I said and how many times I said it. But the bottom line is that I'm